to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's go ahead and spectate UU Starshower. And it's hosted by Kiro Dashi. And we're going to spectate Forfeiter vs whoever wins this match. So, we will be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Alright. Forfeiter vs Lifestyle, and this is a UU match. It's the name UU Star Shower, I think is the name of the tournament. Alright. Jinx vs Armaldo. Yeah, I kind of knew Jinx would switch into something else. So, a Rock Blast does miss, and I'm going to predict that Armaldo is going to switch into something that can tank off a... oh, nice. I like that. I like that. Lifestyle is playing really smart. Keep in mind, he's battling against the leader of Pokemon Aura, so... you know... This is going to be a tough battle for Lifestyle, in my view. But maybe Lifestyle might come out of it without much scars. Alright, so Executor is going to come in, and Quagsire is going to go immediately for the Earthquake. Now, Quagsire is probably going to switch, predicting a Giga Drain, probably into something with a grass resistance. I think that's kind of an alienist to my YouTube channel, because my old mascot was Hypno. So yeah. All right, so Hypno or Miss Rogers is going to do a wish. All right. Now I'm going to predict that Hypno is going to do a Protect. If Hypno has Protect. Or Hypno could switch due to the fact that Forfeiter is still thinking about his move. Usually if people are still thinking about their move, they usually are thinking of a switch. It's common knowledge among the really good competitive players. Ooh. Alright, so Jinx is like a really good sweeper in UU. Ice Beam, Stab, that's going to do a lot. I'm not too sure if oh, I thought Jinx was Special Choice banded. The reign of Jinx is over. Okay, so who's next? Wanga Cruel? Okay, I guess. Nino Queen is probably going to switch, predicting Surf and the fact that Tentacruel is timid. Ooh, another Ice Beam, predicting Executor, but Executor did not come in. Oh! Could Forfeiter make a comeback from Jinx being from Jinx no longer being in the match? Alright, so Forfeiter is going to continue to do Surf. Tentacruel is going to be defrosted, and Lifestyle is going to try to do Giga Drain, but the but the Liquid Ooze is going to lower down in health. Forfeiter is not scared at all to have his Tentacruel there. Lifestyle kind of wants that freeze hack, so he's going to do Ice Beam. And it worked! Keep in mind, freeze is about 10% chance. 10%. And the fact that both Lifestyle and Forfeiter are frozen is quite telling. Or they were frozen. Right. Tentacruel, on Forfeiter's side is still frozen, but Lifestyle's Tentacruel is not frozen. Alright, so alright. Bayleaf. Oh. Manganese. Oh, if I pronounce that. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Let me look at the Pokedex. Alright, so Donphan is going to switch into Tentacruel. There's Aromathy, which means that Tentacruel is no longer frozen. I'm going to predict an Ice Beam from Tentacruel, or predicting that Forfeiter is going to switch back into his Tentacruel. Lifestyle could switch into something that can hurt Tentacruel. Oh, interesting. Alright. Where is it? There we go. Magnium. There we go. I always have trouble pronouncing that Pokemon's name. I don't know why. I've seen it before, but it's just, I've seen it, and at the same time I learned about a chemical called magnesium, so I sometimes confuse that. And could you believe that Hypno is frozen? I can't actually believe that. And freezing is about 10%. 10% chance. Queen is hoping, and it worked, that Hypno would remain frozen. Alright, so Nino Queen is going to switch into Armal Life, and Roy Rogers has defrosted and used Psychic. Or Miss Rogers. Alright. +1 attack. Or, sorry, not +1, +2. Whenever you do Sword Stance, it's always +2. Earthquake is going to hurt, but not as much as Quagsire Surf, which is going to prove fatal on Armaldo, in my view. Oh, you must have trained in defense really well, or special defense. You kind of knew that Surf would be a problem. Now Armaldo is going to be proven fatal. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to predict either Exeggutor or Tentacruel to come in. Either one of them plausible at this point. So, a Azumarill. Okay, that's fair. I'm going to assume that Azumarill is going to do an Ice Punch, predicting Manganese. Magnet. Or it can just do an all-round move by doing Double Edge, predicting Tentacruel as well. I think Azumarill should do Double Edge instead of Ice Punch. Because what happens if Forfeiter predicts Ice Punch and switches into Tentacruel? It was either going to be Double Edge or Return. I kind of knew it would be one of those two, but still, you get the general idea. Azumarill can be hitting with an all-round move, and I'm going to predict that this Azumarill has Life Orb. I'm going to predict that this Azumarill is probably going to switch, predicting some sort of grass move. And considering the fact that if Return makes Manganese go into the yellow, then you activate its Overgrowth ability, and Giga Train's gonna garner a lot more health, and it's gonna do a lot more damage. Okay, so Manganese is probably going to switch, predicting some sort of poison move. Or toxic, for the matter. Tentacruel sounds plausible. Oh, Forfeiter has an Armaldo. Interesting. Alright, will Armaldo do Swords Dance? Maybe. Now, I'm not too sure if this Nino King, or Nino Queen is is impish, or not impish, sorry, or yeah, I guess it'd be impish. I'm not too sure if it'd be imp. I'm not too sure if this Nino Queen would be impish or not, and have maximum HP and maximum defense. Alright, so Armaldo's going to do a sword stance. In my view, Executor is not really... well, I guess that'd be kind of a smart play, but you have to consider the fact that Armaldo might carry Aerial Ace. And with that sword stance boost, it's not really the best idea to have Executor. You have to hope that this Armaldo does not have Aerial Ace. You have to hope. If Armaldo does not have Aerial Ace, then Armaldo is going to switch. If it does have Aerial Ace, then Lifestyle better be prepared for a truckload of damage. Nope, this Armaldo does not have Aerial Ace. Okay, so back to Mrs. Roy Rogers, and Sidekick is not going to do that much. Alright, so does this Hypno have... I know it has Wish, but does it have... Let's move up. I'm not too sure... I don't think there's any room in Hypno's move pool to carry Calm Mind, but if there was room, I think Hypno would probably carry it. Alright, so Executor is going to switch into Nino Queen. Jumping right into the Sidekick. That's a little bit risky, but okay. And critical hit. Nino Queen is going to do a Toxic here. Nino Queen better have Protect, because Hypno is probably going to go for another Sidekick. Or Nino Queen better switch into Executor if it wants to survive, because Hypno is just, in my view, Hypno is just going to continue spamming Sidekick. If Nino Queen has Protect, it should use it now. Did not use it, so yeah. Now, from here on, I think that it's going to be a bit of a grind for Lifestyle to try to claim victory here, because his Armaldo and his Nino Queen have fainted. Why are those two Pokemon important? Well, Armaldo has Sword Stance, and it could be a potential sweeper. And Nino Queen, because Nino Queen was like the wall in the match. No, it's like it was just the wall in the match. And now Lifestyle has just hitters in his team, which, okay, I guess he, if he trusts them to do the job, okay, but you know, Donphan, I'm going to predict, is going to do a Choice Banded Earthquake, because, I mean, well, either Choice Banded Earthquake or Choice Banded something else, because Earthquake is not going to be effective. Yep. Alright, so it's a Double Edge. Now, I kind of have a gut about this Donphan. I think this Donphan is Choice Banded. Alright, Executor is going to come in. Bayleaf is going to use... Bayleaf. I'm not going to even try to pronounce its fully evolved name. Like I said, at the time I learned chemicals and stuff, I revisited the Johto region, and I said magnesium. Like I said, you know, I was learning a lot about chemicals and stuff in real life, so yeah. So I keep having this inclination to call the fully evolved grass Johto starter magnesium. Alright, so there's the poison. Alright, so Hypno is just gonna, in my view, is just gonna wish and maybe do a protect here, or just switch into manganese and do a aromathy. I mean, there's a sidekick there. Ooh, nice! Since there's no more healer, or there is no healer in Lifestyle's party, oh boy, this is not going to be good for Lifestyle. Okay, so Mrs. Roy Rogers is probably gonna switch into Armaldo. All right, there's a sidekick. Oh, sidekick did a lot to Armaldo. Whew. Now keep in mind, this Armaldo may not have Aerial Ace, and Armaldo just sacked. But don't worry, Tentacruel is probably going to come in, and Tentacruel's probably going to either do a Sludge Bomb or an Ice Beam here. Now, Lifestyle has two ways to predict: either Ice Beam or Sludge Bomb. Well, he covered both. He covered both. All right, that's a really good prediction. All right, both Forfeiter and Lifestyle carry leftovers on their respective Tentacruels. Okay, there's the Ice Beam. Ice Beam is not going to really do much. Forfeiter's Tentacruel is going to do a Surf. And this is basically going to be a Tentastall, if you want to call it that. Alright, so 10% of freezing. Does it happen? Does it happen? It does not happen. The thing about Lifestyle's team that Forfeiter probably figured out by now is that Lifestyle can't heal that well. Hypno is still alive, or Roy Rogers is still alive. So, you know, Forfeiter can still recover HP. That's the problem with Lifestyle. He does not have any sort of healer in his team. Whenever you play Yu-Yu, it would help significantly to have a Wish Pokemon in your party, or the competitive people call it a Cleric. It'd be helpful to have a Cleric, and actually all three tiers. You know, it helps you hang on a little longer, and as you see with Lifestyle, I mean, Forfeiter is literally destroying him. I mean, I'm going to predict a Giga Drain here, but by golly, I mean, look at how Forfeiter is just destroying Lifestyle, and every single time Lifestyle gets, or every single time he makes Tentacruel go in the red, or he makes Manganese go in the red, he can just pull in Hypno and do a Wish, then do Protect. And you all may ask, how about Hypno's Toxic? Good question. That's where Manganese comes in, or yeah. I hope I said that correctly. Manganese comes in and does an aromathy, which clears Hypno from being poisoned. And then you go back to Hypno. Hypno does a Wish. And Forfeiter basically has like his own Poké Center, if you want to call it that. He has his own Poké Center in the battle scene. Lifestyle does not have any sort of Poké Center. He just has 3 attackers. He can still win though, but it's going to be a little bit tough for him. Alright, so Giga Drain is plausible at this point, but Lifestyle could switch into Executor, predicting that circumstance. Now, I'm not too sure if Manganese has something to be able to wall off, or not wall off, sorry, or something to hit Executor. And kind of the Ice Punch was coming. Either Ice Punch or Double Edge or something like that. And Bayleaf is going to have its Overgrow ability set up. So Overgrowth means that, and all the starters have this. If you're a fire starter, you have Blaze. If you're a water starter, you have Torn. And if you have if you're a grass starter, you have Overgrowth. Now, some of you all may be asking, what do all those abilities mean? Good question. If the Pokemon is near death, and at the same time, the Pokemon near death has a fire move, that means on top of its stab ability, which is, is plus 1.5% in the damage tiering. What that means is that there's an extra boost. Think of it as like you're near death and you have the incentive to go all out. That's the starter version of it. All right. There we go, and there was a basic Tentacruel sweep, so I didn't feel the need to commentate on it because, you all kind of can tell what's going to happen from there. Alright, so GG, congratulations Forfeiter for winning the match, and with that being said, this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel, signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News.